What up? Good morning, guys. Good evening, good night, wherever you are. What up, Fallen? What up, Kevin? I believe the K9 archetype is the same universe as Vanquish Soul, meeting VS support Chihuahua archetype. Awesome. Thank you, Fallen. So I haven't looked at these yet. Just the first thing I noticed was the code. So I was like, I want to see this. Let's see this because they're wolves. So how could I not want to? So first and foremost, it's right here. Because they're canines, they're wolves. And then one of them has 037 as well. So I was like, oh, and it's like, as one of their boss monsters as well, which is crazy. Yo, what up, Nick? Hey, let me hop in. So the first one. Okay, let's get through this. Some of you already saw this. I know a few people already made some videos about this, but let's just get through it. So the first one, they're all, by the way, they're all level 5, and all of them have this thing where if your opponent activates a card or effect, you can summon them without tributing, right? Pretty sure that they all have that clause. So, what up, Sora? I know it's crazy. So it's going to be K9 Model 17 Zuna. So it's basically level 5 warrior effect. They're Earth. Makes sense. 2100 attack, 1600 defense. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can normally summon this card. So if they have 2 more cards, I confused a little bit. So if they have 2 or more cards, you can just summon them without having to tribute for them, which is cool. You can only use each of the following effects of K9 Model 17 once per turn. So during the main phase, if your opponent activated a monster effect from the hand or graveyard this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. So that's cool. That's almost, it reminds you of Triple Tactics and Thrust. So I'm assuming you're going to want to play those. Maybe. I don't know. If this card is normal or special summon, you can send 1 K9 card from your deck to the graveyard, except. Okay, so it'll dump. So it dumps any card. Some of them have grave effects, and maybe this wasn't trap stuff, grave effects. And then you have K9 Model 66. So 2k attack, 1900 defense. If your opponent has, if they have 2 more cards in your hand, you can normal summon it without tributing. You can reveal both this card and 1 level 5 monster in your hand. Special summon both, but they cannot be used as a material for an XYZ summon of a light monster. So you can make a level 5 interesting. Wait, this is the new Gladiator Beast. Just does the same way, where you special a Gladiator Beast from your hand and itself, and they get their effects. Interesting. For Paradise. All right, so I guess this is a way to get this on the field without having to rely on your opponent, right? You don't like, what if your opponent? What if you want to initiate your turn and your opponent hasn't done anything? I think this is going to be one of the cards to allow you to play get started. During your main phase, you can add 1 non-aqua K9 monster from your deck to your hand. So it's a searcher. Okay, so this one foolishes, this one searches, and summons from hand. That's cool. That fixed that issue of what if your opponent doesn't activate anything, right? So that solves that. Okay, and then you have K9 Model 66B. So that's 66A is 66B. Dark level. This is dark level 5 Pyro. Does Bonfire only add 4 level 4 lower or any Pyro monster? If your opponent has 2 more cards, we know that one. If this card is in your hand, you can target 1 level 5 non-Pyro K9 monster in your graveyard. Special summon both this card and that target, but they cannot be used as a material for an XYZ. So they're all restricting you from light XYZs. But this is cool. This is Yugioh stuff, right? Except, so this one reveals specials from hand. This one reveals, it doesn't reveal, it just targets. So you initiate your turn with this as the extender, and then this is your follow-up. In case whatever happens, you just revive with this guy. And then it cannot be used. If during your main phase, you can add 1 K9 spell trap from your deck to your hand. So let's hope the spell traps are good. Because these are ignition, so that means they're not on summon. So there's room for interaction to prevent you from progressing, right? So I guess that's cool. Yo, what up?
You should get a card. After looking at these, there's another card in Alliance Insight that's basically supposed to support this archetype. It's already released in OCG, which makes more sense for the release of this archetype, but for TCG, we don't have it yet.
All right. Okay, so K9 Model 00, Lupus. So I'm assuming this is the guy that turned into the Werewolf, I'm assuming. So Earth level 5 Beast Warrior, 2300. 200 defense, that's wild. During the main phase, if your opponent activates a monster effect from the hand or graveyard this turn. Wait, this is different. During the main phase, if your opponent activated a monster effect from the hand or graveyard this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. Well, that's cool.
But they're Xyz monsters, so it doesn't matter.
During your opponent's turn, you can quick effect immediately after this X resolves. XYZ summon 1 monster, including. So it's Excel Synchro, except you're exceeding, you're XYZing. And an XYZ monster that has this card as a material gains the following effects. Cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Oh, that's it? I thought it would be more. You can only use... So I'm assuming the XYZ monsters are going to be pretty insane then. You can only use...
They're pretty good. 2 of them are really damn good. 1 of them is pretty bad. You probably don't even play it.
So it's giving you targeting protection, so that makes it to where you don't have to utilize their effects right away.
The girl, by the way, the first girl, you open that, your opponent activates something, you dump this, your opponent activates again. So they have to activate 2 effects. You quick Xyz into this, basically. On the opponent's turn 0.
K9 Model 17 Ripper, 1 level 5 Warrior XYZ, 2300 attack, 18 defense, materials, 2 level 5 monsters. So these are their exceeds. So you can detach 1 material from this card, add 1 K9 card from your deck to your hand. Then your opponent activates. Then if your opponent activates a card monster effect this turn, you can set 1 K9 quick play spell from your deck to your hand. So the spells and traps must be good then, because that's pretty cool. So they're all very basically reactive to your opponent. What other deck does that? The same thing.
The effect where you get locked into light monsters, by the way, is only if you're comboing off turn 1. If you're going for the rank 5 on the opponent's turn 0, you can still go into stuff like Artifact Durandal or the Chronomaly rank 5, which is just a monster negate. So imagine just like your opponent does something and you set up a monster negate on their turn.
That's
0,
pretty
I should
good.
say.
So when your opponent monster his hand, oh wait, well you could just make this instead of Chronomaly. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, I guess it's more specific. You can detach 1 material from this card, negate the activation. So this negates hand traps.
This card is really good going first. You always want it. This card is so phenomenal. Okay. The weird thing about this deck is if this deck becomes good, it punishes playing hand traps.
For sure. Depending on how prevalent it becomes. So this one negates hand and grave effects.
The other guy that you saw there, the one that's the wolf guy, because if you would go into the Chronomaly guy on their turn, he'll come back as another... He'll be in grave again once you detach his material.
What a mellow!
So, you start your turn, they activate anything, he comes back.
Let me see. Level was rank 5 beast, 25. Oh, 25. Materials 2 level 5s cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects during the turn it was special summoned. So if you pair this with the targeting protection, when your opponent activates a monster effect, increase this card's attack by 500. So far so bad. During the standby phase, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card and target 1 card on a field. That's okay. It's delayed during the standby phase. So it's each standby phase. So if you make it during their... No.
That's the idea. They want you to make it during their turn with Izuna. So
it would have to be draw phase though, right? But can you do it in draw phase? Yeah, draw phase. But they won't be using draw phase.
During the main phase. So the idea is on the opponent's turn 0 is what I'm saying.
I don't mind. I can see how this can still be good. I guess I gotta wait to see what the spawn traps do, because nothing that'll make much more sense. Oh, no, this is the 037 one.
This card's insane.
So
this is insane.
K9 X Werewolf, light rank 9. Wait, what the fuck? These are all fucking 5s.
They have a rank up.
Oh, they have a rank up?
Not a rank up, but both their spells are basically rank ups.
All right. Oh, so that's why they're gonna be. That's why you have access to them. Okay, so it's pretty big. 3,300 attack, 2,500 defense. Can attack up to the number of materials it has attached to this during the battle phase. That's pretty cool. So it can attack what? Twice? Assuming you have 2.
Most of the time.
If your opponent activates an effect, you can attach 1 material, activate 1 of the following effects depending on whose turn it is. Well, that's interesting. So if it's your turn, banish 1 card from your opponent's field and graveyard. Wait, what? This is like a Trish, except you don't hit the hand. Opponents, look at your... Oh shit, this is Trish! What the fuck? Except it's like a deconstructed Trish. Opponents, look at your opponent's hand and banish 1 card face down to the end phase. Oh, I guess it's not bad. It's onto the end phase. It's basically Trish.
You get full hand knowledge.
This is basically Trish. That's crazy. This is cool. The spell. Oh, the quick plays. K9 LC Revelation. So, quick play. Target 1 K9 XYZ monster or 1 rank 5 XYZ monster you control, especially 1 K9 XYZ monster with a different name from your extra deck using the targeted monster. Oh, so this is how you do it, right? This is how you do it? Wait, this means you can make any of them. You can make or these ones.
So, I think this deck almost wants to go second. The problem is, the only card that lets you... I think the way this deck wants to play is going second and basically gambling you draw Izuna. The problem is if you don't open Izuna...
What up, Average Joe?
Then I think the deck kind of sucks. It's an effect of going second. Because this deck feels like it would be phenomenal going second. Like these quick play. So imagine you make the guy that banishes in standby phase, right? So you imagine you make him on the opponent's turn in the standby phase. On the opponent's turn, it passes to you. Standby phase, you use the effect to try and banish something. They try and negate it. You chain the spell.
I can see why you would think you would want to play it going second, but I don't know. It seems like I think you still would want to go first, though. I think. Okay,
yes.
so okay, well, I read the first part. Wait, hang on. During the main phase, you can target one hit monster you control, especially one K9 monster with a different name from your extra deck using targeted monsters. Then you can destroy a card in the field. That's crazy. At the end of the battle phase,
unfortunately, sorry, I'll just read.
Okay. At the end of the battle phase, during a turn where your K9 monster battle, it's like Glider Beast. You can set this card from your graveyard to your side of the field. Oh, so you can reset them. So that's cool. I thought it was like, that's actually good. That gives you that's maintaining tempo. So, all right. So then the next one, the trap as well. K9 U Experiment Revelation. Normal, the wrong one. X-Force Revelation. So during the main phase, you can target one. Oh, so they're all rank ups, then, right? These are all rank ups?
Basically.
During the main phase, you can target one K9 XYZ monster you control, special summon one K9 XYZ monster with a different name from your X deck, using the targeted monster as an XYZ material. Then you can destroy one card in the field. Oh, so they all have that. That's cool. I really like that. I like spot removal type of cards. It's so cool. At the end of the battle phase, during a turn where your K9 monster battled, you can set this card from your graveyard to your side of the field. Oh, wait. Isn't this the exact same thing?
It's recursion. They're nearly identical.
They're basically identical. Did I miss something? What's the difference? The first one is target one K9 monster or one X. Oh, so with the I think Revelations is better because you can target anything. It's whether K9 XYZ monster or
or any rank 5.
So I think Revelations might be better.
There are one-ofs though.
Interesting. All right, so K9 EU Experiments Revelations Trap. Special summon one K9 monster from your hand or graveyard. Then you can special summon one K9 XYZ monster from X deck using monsters special summoned by this effect as. So this is basically the spells, except it's trap version, and it summons. It doesn't have. This doesn't require you to have something on fields. So this, of course, is gonna be better, but it's a trap kind of thing. Does this have a grip effect? Monster special summon from the extra deck this way is destroyed during the end phase. Oh, yeah, that's fine though, because even if you do summon it, you can just hopefully have the spell and then rank it up again. So that's not too bad. During the end phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one K9's quick play spell in your graveyard to set it to your field. Oh, you can only use each. Oh, so you can use both effects at the same turn. It's not like, oh, you can only use one or the other. That's it. I actually like it.
Read the chaotic elements. Because that's a card that's already out in the OCG, but we don't have it in TCG. It's basically a direct support card for this archetype, and it's bonkersly good. So
this is dependent on your opponent activating cards from hand. That you benefit from them, then you. I actually like the way the spells and traps are. They're very attrition style, which is what I'm a fan of a lot. It's not a build the board and pass. This is more of a tempo, like a control deck, it seems, which is good. But the thing with control decks is it might be a hit or miss because right now Ryzio's in that slot. Ryzio's using that slot right now, and so it's like what other card you said?
Chaotic elements. It's always right there. You passed it.
Oh, I passed it.
It's not a new card. It's going to be a new card for us, but it's not a new card in the OCG.
Add a 1 level 5 or higher light or dark pyro or aqua monster from your deck or graveyard in your hand. Then if you have 3 or more pyro and or aqua monsters in your graveyard, you can destroy one card on the field. Yeah, of course you're going to play this. What the hell?
The 3 of.
Oh my god, no way. What the fuck? And this is not part of their archetype, right? It's just a generic.
The grave effect too.
What's the grave effect? If your opponent controls a light or dark pyro or aqua monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end phase. What the fuck? This card's insane. What the hell? Yeah, I like this deck. But I think this card saved him. Which was the one that summons from hand. You can review
both. One cool thing is, though,
these two save that, because otherwise you'd be relying on them.
There is one card I want to make note of, and it was played in Infernoble, the red Super Quant.
Oh, the Power Ranger type of that. I know what you're talking about.
Because the level 5 that summons one from hand, it can summon itself in any level 5, right? There's the one that says reveal itself in another level 5 in hand, special both. The thing is, the rank 5 super quant guy, get his effect is a quick effect if he has the red super quant as material.
Also, you want to play the level 5 guy to special just as the body?
Because I was looking through every level 5 effect monster. They are terrible. Most of them are terrible. They do nothing. So the best one I could find is going to be, I think, the level 5 super quant. Although don't forget, because the way these deck build packs work is they hold off like a final reveal card for each archetype. So we're still going to get one more card for this archetype, I think. I hope it's another main deck monster that does the same thing as Zuna does.
But I like so far from this, because I'm assuming they're going to get more support soon. But like, if this is all going to be released in the same pack, this is actually not bad. It's not bad. For sure, you're going to need to get through those the rotor things.
It depends if it's going to be a secret rare, though. I'm worried for Alliance Insight. I wonder if it might be a secret.
I'm thinking, so what would the ratios be? You just max them all out.
No, you max out everything except the level 5 Earth guy, the one that uses Engrave. You could probably play him at 1 or 2.
What, Ripper?
The one that doesn't do anything on his own. So Lupus. You probably only play him at 1 or 2.
But this guy gets banished after you. But I guess you always XYZ with him, I guess. So,
you're always using it as an Xyz material. So if you're smart, it should never get banished. And then I actually think you max out the level 5 super quant. I know it sounds kind of weird, but
just so you can overlay an XYZ right away.
And then those are your only monsters you play.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like you play one of the spells. I feel like you play more of the spells.
No, they're terrible. They do nothing.
But otherwise, what do you need to do when you summon your guys? You need to be able to rank up and dodge things. It's like if you manage to... think of it, Forbidden Lance was for Dino Rabbit days. Lance is nothing on its own, but it facilitates, I guess, your deck's weakness. If you don't play it, because then that means you lose Deep Prison, you lose Book, type of stuff. Whereas this allows you to dodge things. Like you summon it.
You have to think about it in the same manner that Raziel only play one node.
No, but that's different though, because a node is like something you search, and as you progress, it gets value. Whereas this one is not the same thing. This kind of progresses the mechanic of the deck itself, because you need to be ranking up. Otherwise, you're going to plateau just by I'm only exposing once, and that's it. Whereas just having that extra rank up and being able to set it is even more insane, because that means you have it for the turn initially, and then you reset itself for the following turn. So you keep doing it over again. So it's way more value. Yeah, I don't know, I like it. It's pretty cool.